Because we about to see playing Courtesan in the Room, Chapter 11. When Cypher's face is tried by combat, will the gods prove his innocence in the real, or will his blood be spilled? Hopefully, no. Hopefully, he could win this fight and everything will be Gucci. And he could come back to me, be my bodyguard, and we'll be unstoppable. Hope everything goes good. We'll just have to see. Courtesan in a room. 8 years ago in Gaul. Your family has been tracking game through the forest for hours. After a fruitless search, you join the rest of them with lowering your bow. I had a bug, but I lost him. We have to find something else to eat. Most of the herds have already sought their winter pastures. You examine a bush dotted with berries. Even the berries are starting to shrivel. They're better than nothing. Salvage what you can. You begin plucking the withered berries, dropping them into your empty sack. How will we survive the winter? We only have our tent and our supplies are running low as is. We need to store as much food as possible, build a permanent shelter, find allies to shelter us. I feel like all three is important. But look around you, Aaron. If there was any food left to gather, we'll find it. We aren't the only ones in the room. Most of what goes here was probably already gathered by others fleeing Rome. More likely the Romans took it from themselves. Before you could respond, your father holds up his hand to silence everyone. He sniffs the air. Smoke. Somebody's nearby. Look, over there. We point towards a black plume of smoke or furling over the treetops not far away. There's too much smoke for a campfire. We should be careful. Your family cautiously edges through the trees, making your way towards the fire. The smoke thickens as you approach a grove that appears to have been deliberately set ablaze. Flames lick at every trunk and the smell of burning sap is heavy in the air. Oh my goodness! No, this is Sacred Grove! Quickly, we must put out the flames. This is making my game hella luck. Oh, why you gotta use this much animation? Your family spreads out being in flames with their clothes. You stand tricksfade watching the fire smoke. I can't be pushing anything because my damn game is lagging. Aaron, don't just stand there. I was trying to push something. You shake your head, snap out of your trance to join your family, trying to beat the flames out with your cloak and boots. After almost an hour, the flames finally recede, but the grove is burned to ash. Your mother kneels by one of the charred trunks. We used to pray here. The Romans burn our holy groves wherever they go. They may think they'll break our spirits by destroying the sacred land, but they only feed our need for revenge. Father scans the burned trunks, fists clenched in helpless fury. The first spear, the tribune, legate Aquila, Julius Caesar. Must destroy them all for what they done or die trying. Okay. Chapter, something like that. Trial by combat. Present day. Squirming, you see next to Cassius as you watch Cyphus enter the arena, tall and proud despite his lack of armor. Go, Cyphus! Facing Cyphus is learned today straight from his undefeated run Ostia. Saladas the Thracian. Okay. The massive Thracian warrior raises axe in the air, the crowd cheers. Look at that man, he could slice Cyphus in half with one swing. Let's hope your bodyguard's quick on his feet. Cyphus and the Thracian turn towards Marcantoni. They shout in unison. We who are about to die salute you. We are about to die salute you. Man, that guy's armor literally looks like a bear. Antony nods and the two men turn toward each other, weapons raised. Let the fight begin. Cyphers and his opponents circle one another. Suddenly, Thrashin lunges forward, swinging his axe at Cyphax. Cyphers manages to jump out of the way just as Cyphax slashes past him. He rolls around, swings his gladius in a counterattack, striking the Thrashin's arm just above his shield. Yes! First blood to Cyphax's slayer. Thrashin nearly drops his shield as a thin red line of blood appears. He quickly recompenses himself and rushes Cyphax again. Cyphax dodges his axe, but as he spins to attack from behind, Thrashin lands a blow of Cyphax's legs. No! You watch your horse Cyphax limps backwards, the gash in his leg gushing blood. You leap to your feet to call to him from the stands. You can still win this! You hurt his arm. He won't be able to hold his shield up. Cyphers turns to the zombie race, catching your eye among the crowd. Give him a encouraging grin, and he returns before launching a series of punishing blows against the Thasian. Sit down again, side turning to Cassius. That wound in his leg looks bad. Cassius puts a reassuring hand on your arm. Have at Aaron. Cyphers fights like a trained legionary. He'll know how to compensate for being wounded. Thrashin launches another attack, but you can see his grip weakening as the cut on his arm bleeds more freely. Cyphers stands his ground, blocking the blow rather than retreat on his injured leg. Cyphers presses forward, hammering the Thracian's shield with his gladius. Weakened, the Thracian stumbles and the shield drops to the ground with the clatter. Yield! Thracian sweaters intensely gill, but Cyphers lowers his gladius to the man's throat. The gods have shown my ancestors they yield. I yield. Woo! Gracious, surrounded, he did it, he's free. The fight is over yet now it's up to the attorney to decide the Thracian's fate. Crowd shouts die down as everyone's turned to look at Mark Antony, who has risen from his seat. He surveys the arena below while you watch with bated breath. A victory for Cyphas' slayer. Cyphas wanted to kill him in front of reason. I hope Antony lets the Thracian live for his sake. Antony isn't known for his mercy. I think Antony will spare him, make Cyphas kill him, play the crowd as long as he can. He probably would make Cyphas kill him, honestly. The crowd is screaming for blood. Antony will give the people what they want. Ultimately, it will be what Antony wants, but I won't count on his compassion. Cyphas stares up at Antony and blinking, his gladius still touched on Thracian's neck. Antony scans the crowd, pausing when his eyes meet yours. Uh-oh. Antony extends his clenched fist, thumb held to the side. The arena is silent as everyone waits his decision. Antony gives you a slight smile to raise his thumbs up. What's that supposed to mean? The crowd words is 20 mouths words that are clearly meant for you alone. You owe me. What? Here we go. We're in his debt now. Tony returns his attention to the crowd. The accused has proven himself in the eyes of the god, and they have judged him innocent. He has paid his debt to society. From this moment forward, he is released from further punishment. A wave of relief washes over you, and you turn to Cassius with a grin. I don't believe his Cyphers is free, because we're in his debt. Before Cassius can reply, Tony continues addressing the crowd. Ludus owners, loosen your purse, because Cyphas' Slayer is now available to anyone who wishes to buy and train him. With one victory already under their spell, this is a great investment for anyone looking for fresh blood. What? Yep, I know it. Turn to Cassius in shock. I thought Cyphas would be free if you won the match. It's not that simple, Aaron. Cyphas' innocence has been proven, but he will still remain a gladiator. Then he won't be allowed to return as my bodyguard? I'm sorry. At least he's alive. If he survived, then perhaps the gods will watch over him after all. Just pray that I don't look away now. Will I be able to see Cyphas if he stays a gladiator? I suppose it depends on what Ludus spots and where he is stationed to fight. The crowd begins to stand shuffle towards the exit as Cassius gently places a hand on the small of your back. The games are breaking for a midday meal. Come, let's stretch your legs. You rise and let Cassius guide you down the stairs. As you descend to the lower levels of the ring, you pass by a doorway leading deeper to the building. Cassius sees you looking. I believe that goes down to the barracks. Do you think Cyphax is there? Yes, of course. I'm sure he'll be rested after the injury he took. Cassius slows his pace, stopping just outside the door. If you'd like to see him, I could wait for you while you make sure he's alright. Visit Cyphax in this exclusive scene that intentions will improve your relationship. Nope. Not at all. Cyphers has been through enough today. It will probably be better for him to rest. Of course, in that case, let's take the opportunity to refresh ourselves. You link your arm with his and make your way into the bustling streets of the city. You and Cassie stroll down the street, his face is penciled and he plucks at his tunic absentmindedly. Is everything alright? You seem preoccupied. I didn't want to say anything earlier since I knew you were focused on Cypher's trial by combat. I received word that Caesar is pursuing the Senate. He's trying to reach Cornelius and the others before they sail for Greece. So that's good, right? Better he attacks them than bring his troops here. Save that he has formally laid claim to Rome and left for Tony to continue to rule here instead. Tony's retiring and making a better choice than Caesar on the Senate. I don't know about that. You think Tony had a hand in shaping Caesar's decision? I hadn't considered that. It's possible. I'm certain he is relishing the power he has here. The more Tony consolidates his hold, the more dangerous it will be for me to stay in Rome and continue to speak out against Caesar. Will you have to leave? Perhaps it will be wiser to do so, but I can't abandon Rome. I am the only one left to stand against Tony's corruption. Yeah, this sucks. Watch the square in front of abandoned Senate building. Cassie sighs, he looks at it and shakes his head sadly. Sorry, I don't want to upset you with this news. You've already had a difficult day. Actually, I want to do something special for you. I arranged it already. Really? You didn't have to go to the trouble. Aaron, doing things for you is one pleasure Rome affords me right now. Let me treat us both. For the picnic for us, to the garden at my friend Brutus's house. I'm keeping an eye on it for him while he fights alongside Pompey. Will you share a meal with me before the games continue? Nope. Cassie slices his hand down the small of your back and smiles, his eyes glimmering. You lean in closer to him. I've loved nothing more than to spend some time alone with you. Too bad. I said, I'm grateful that you thought of me, but I'm so on edge after this morning that I'm afraid I don't have much appetite. Of course, I understand. It was merely a suggestion, not obligation. Perhaps we'll just grab something right here. You nod gratefully, and Cassie turns his attention to the vendors hawking flatbread, sausages, and salted peas. Now playing as victors. In the barracks beneath the arena, you and the other gladiators eat a lunch of beans and barley. So now, victors, you're scheduled for the first fight after the break. You shouldn't eat too much. I'll be careful. One bowl of beans will slow me down. But don't come crying to me if you struck down in battle. Oh wait, you won't because you'll be dead. Oh my goodness. I'm starting to think you're the problem here, not my food. Can a man eat in peace? If the meals fall silent, sneak an occasional wistful glance at your food as you continue to eat. Gladiator you don't recognize approaches your table. Hey, may I join you? Gladiator sits beside you on the bench as you continue eating. Are you fighting today? Right after this. I just finished my first bout. So I trust you very well. Are you new? What does that matter to me? Be nice. By the will of gods, yes. May they continue to favor you. With the meal speeches or slap the other gladiator on his shoulder. Who are your manners? Don't you know who you're talking to? This is the conquered king and the last surviving chieftain is a Gaul. Gladiator lowers his spoon, a half stands from his seat, eyes wide with surprise. A chieftain of Gaul, is that true? Your lips tighten as you imagine the stain behind his surprise. You've seen before what low esteem most other fighters have for Gaul. Yes, I was captured by Caesar's forces, and what did you do to deserve this fate? I mean, no offense, it's just that there's someone very close to my heart who comes from Gaul. If we could say more, Lancius Flavius appears in the doorway, clapping his hands for silence. Break is over. Time to take your place for the next fight. Victus, you're up first. Grab your gladiator's hand to the arena and not looking back. You never see the shock on the strange gladiator's face when he hears your name. Okay. Now playing as Aaron. I want to play as the brother. You and Cassie are making your way to the arena when a familiar figure cuts you off. Cassie, it's so good to see you, Domi. She pressed a final kiss to each of his cheeks, and Cassie recoils with surprise. Greetings, Zenith, was it? Remember, I feel so honored. Don't. She bashed her eyes flirtatiously while Cassie tries to edge around her. If you'll excuse us, we need to return to our seats. Are you sure you won't rather sit with me? I'm pretty sure he's sure. So I thought you were with Sarah Glacier. We're only interested in Caesar's men. Say that. I thought he paid you to try to line up other men, especially one you were just shunning just days ago. I know you're only interested in playing for the winning side. How dare you say such things as if your motives are pure? Does Cassie know that you're only here to watch your gladiator lover? Excuse us, Xana, this is not the time or place. Cassie's face hardens and he steps past you and Xana, using to meet your eyes. You're wrong, Xana. It's obvious and I'm alert. Cassius knows I'm concerned for my friend. Yes. How understanding of him, but I'm sure he wouldn't be so happy if he knew how your friend really feels about you. Xana, there you are. Senator Glacius strides over and sets a possessive hand on Xana's back. Cassius stalks past him, heading for his box. I was wondering where you wander out to. The games are about to resume. Shall we return to our seats? Of course, don't mean. Glacius' eyes narrow. He's noticed you. Suppose you think it's a fine joke that your friend pays no price for my son's murder. The gods chose to spare Cyphus, don't mean, not me. Rest assured, he will perish in the ring, just perhaps not today. The final skull, Glacier leads Xana away and you join Cassius in your seats. Bless me. I'm sorry about that, Cassius. Xana is always making things up to make me look bad. Aaron, listen, Before I can finish, Marcantoni stands and the crowd falls silent. Hope everyone was fresh after the break. I'm very much looking forward to this next battle. Welcome back to the Titan of Antioch. The heavily armored gladiator walks to the arena, scowling impressively at the crowd. I'm facing him today all the way for Caesar's conquest and gold. Victus, the conqueror king, Dad! A man emerges from a trapdoor in the sand as the crowd erupts into boos. Your blood runs cold. The gods have brought you back to me. Wow. Next time, of course, after years of separation, your father is now here in Rome. But will he survive the arena long enough for you to reunite? Hopefully. I mean, he's been doing good so far, but hopefully. So anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of A Courtesan World. So see you then. Bye-bye.